Hey guys, Jason here again. Welcome to another episode of Album Review Corner. This is episode 8, and this week I'm going to talk about one of my favorite bands from the 80s. Actually, I was born in the 90s, but I've discovered them in the past few years, Motley Crue, and their new record, Saints of Los Angeles, most recent record, from 2008. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to give you my impressions of each song real fast and get my overall thoughts about this record. Alright, so for those who don't know, this record is loosely based upon, this has been said in interviews by the band, their biography book from 2001 called The Dirt, the notorious tales essentially of Motley Crue, as it was called, I believe. And yeah, it's loosely based on this. Once you hear these songs, you will definitely know that. Like I said, there are 13 tracks. The first song is LAMF, which is basically Los Angeles, motherfucker, I'm assuming. And it is just I believe it's an instrumental track. It's just a solid opening, about a minute and 15 seconds. Just something to get the listener to get into the record. Okay, this next song, number 2. I'm just gonna go each song here. Number 2 is Face Down in the Dirt, and this song is basically about the guys wanting to just be rock stars, not wanting to be regular people. They essentially say, I'd rather kill myself and shoot myself and my head lay in the dirt, essentially, than be a regular person. They had dreams and goals of doing this, so they've been working for 30 plus years on that, and it's working out pretty good. As this year they're touring with Kiss for the tour 2012. Alright, the next song, number 3, is What's It Gonna Take? And this song is about the struggles of Motley getting started, and this is where, if you read the book, you'll hear Nicky talk about the record companies not accepting them because of just because their music it didn't fit the times. It was too fast, it was too raunchy, there was cursing essentially and whatever. It's pretty interesting as you see what as the genres of music has progressed to nowadays. What it is there's a whole bunch of sexual innuendos nowadays. Yes, it's definitely interesting. I find that. Yeah. Alright, so the fourth song, is Down at the Whiskey. And this song is basically about the guys reliving their past, and when they first got started in LA and playing at the Whiskey A Go Go, and just how much fun it was and how carefree it was before they got sucked up by this big machine known as rock and roll. Alright, then the fifth song is Saints of Los Angeles, and this is about the band's rise to success in LA and globally, and just how they've grown to, just the stature they have today, whether if you like them or don't like them. Alright, the next song is number 6. It's MF of the Year, which stands for motherfucker. There's a censor right there. Basically, this song it's pretty funny. When you listen to it, it's hard to describe what's it about actually. It's just about the guys just saying how badass they are, essentially. I don't know. It's just saying we made it, and you can basically step aside because we're not going to stop. Is essentially what it is. All right, the next song here is number 7 is Animal in Me, and this song, to me, listening to it, it doesn't actually mean, like, the meaning is about sex, I'm assuming, or Nicky's relationship to during the time. I don't know if they're still together, with Kat Von D. She's a tattoo artist from globally. She's on TLC and whatever, on some tattoo shows. Has her own show actually, or did. But yeah, it's about that, or it could be about a rare one night stand where the girl wants to be in a relationship, and we see how that gets started. If you read the book, you'll see, these guys hook up and they go out for a month with these girls, and things don't turn out very good. It's pretty funny. The next song is Welcome to the Machine, number 8. And this song, if you read the book, you can hear Nicky. If you read his solo book, the Heroin Diaries, and This Is Gonna Hurt, which I'm reading now, you'll hear Nicky talk about the machine of rock and roll, and especially in the Heroin Diaries, when you can see a candid view of that. And he essentially says that the music industry is it's a machine, because You get started, you get signed, you get started writing records, and these big guys, the executive really push for good music, and it's hard rocking music, and they want your money, and they constantly keep you on tour. If you like I said, if you read the Heroin Diaries, you'll definitely see that. Um, that book is interesting. Yeah, it's a sad reality of music, because even nowadays, these guys have started their own record company, Motley Records, and they're able to re-release all their stuff. But these record companies, to still some effect, the guys that they had used before still own that music, which is depressing. And I don't know about nowadays with these new techno bands and whatever, but it's depressing for these guys, these good rock bands that actually make sense. Alright, the next song here, as we flip this over again, is number 9, is Just Another Psycho. And to me, this is about Nicky's mind, Nicky's twisted mind. As you see in, since Nicky is a primary songwriter, I would say, if you were to read the Heroin Diaries, or This Is Gonna Hurt, like I said before, you'll see how twisted his mind is, and he even says it. These demons are in my head, and I can't get them out. This is especially true in the Heroin Diaries. And it's interesting. They shouldn't let him, out. Essentially, is what it says. He's putting himself in the place of a mentally sick person, which is interesting. This next song, Chicks Equal Trouble, is number 10, and Nicky, who's, like I said, the primary songwriter in most cases, got this line from Gene Simmons of Kiss way back, probably in, I would say, 87, 88, maybe even. He talks about, this song I think talks about just how the gold diggers are after these big rock stars' money, and how they can never keep their money, essentially. And this is probably true, as I saw a comment with Mick Mars and his relationship back in the 80s with one of the backup singers of the Girls, Girls, Girls tour, how she was always spending stuff. And this was a couple years ago when Mick was found, just a shell of himself and very sick, and his girlfriend at the time was spending his cash left and right, so he couldn't afford his medical bills. He couldn't even get medicine, essentially. So I think that's what it's about. Alright, this next one I don't want to skip over anything, is number 11. This ain't a love song. This is essentially about, let me find it here, about a hookup, and about just, yeah, because if you read the book, read the dirt, you'll see these guys hook up a lot, and that should be no surprise to anyone. Yeah, it's just about a hookup, and probably in Vince Neil's case, because I've heard in the book Vince hooks up with most girls, or did, at least. Definitely a good song, hard rocking. Alright, the next song is White Trash Circus, and this is essentially about Motley, and just their start, and how they were some white guys that were told that they couldn't do it, but now they're doing it. They've been doing it for 30 years, and they've had a whole bunch of success. Now, like I said, they're touring this year with Kiss. And then the last song is Going Out Swinging. This is about the guys just basically said they're not quitting anytime soon. They can still make music. They might be older, but they can still rock. And basically for that, I say long live the Crew. If they think they can do this, then go ahead, because you guys can still make some good music. So overall, I would say that this CD, you would definitely want to read the dirt to understand some of it, to maybe understand the meaning, but you don't have to. It's just a good CD. It's hard rocking, and some people are gonna say that this CD was a little bit pop music. Motley Crue, like I saw in one comment, had people that said that they have gone just like a Taylor Swift type of thing, multi genre, with being rock and pop and whatever. I disagree. I just think that stuff's a little more radio friendly, because they're older, and they don't I mean, there's definitely sexual innuendo, sorry, and yeah, so I disagree with that statement. Alright, that's gonna bring me to my next topic, and they had actually released, Motley Crue, in wake of this tour, had released a single called Sex, which I don't know if they're gonna I think they're planning on doing a record sometime in the next couple years, brand new material. But after downloading this off the website for free and just hearing it, I was kind of just it didn't fit. It kind of reminded me of Nickelback's "Sex," in the fact it was just you say one word a whole bunch of times. It really, I mean, it's a good song. It's a hard rocking song. I'm not gonna say that. The lyrics are just, for whatever reason, not there this time, and I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's a good song overall, but I don't know. We'll see how it is live once I see them in a couple weeks in Chicago here. Alright guys, well that's my video of the week. It's about 10 minutes and 30 seconds here, so I'll wrap this up real fast. If you guys want to watch any of my videos about Motley Crue, I created a playlist, and I'm going to have my dirt review attached to this video, so if you guys want to check that out, you don't have to read the dirt. Like I said, stay tuned for another video. Hopefully this week, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to do another Motley Crue review, I think, and maybe a Nirvana review. We'll see. Alright guys, well thank you for watching album review corner number 8, and I'll talk to you guys later.